Austin.
I thought it was really well. I thought we had a lot of energy, and everybody was flying around. Obviously, we'll watch film and get the execution part, but I thought everybody came out with a really good attitude.
Talk about the offensive line as a group. A lot of competition out there this preseason.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of really good players on the offensive line, and coach is going to do everything he can to get the best five out there. So I think everybody's in competition right now. Nobody's safe, but everybody's just got to keep working and control what they can control, and trust that coach will get the best five out there.
What have you seen from Casey Dunn since he got here this summer?
I mean, I think he works hard. Today was our first practice. It's really hard to tell, but I think he's done a good job so far.
How does the depth this year compare to years past on the line?
I think we got a lot of depth this year. Not that we haven't in the past, but I think we have at least two deep that can actually play in this league. So really excited about that.
Austin, in the past, what has been a determining factor in you've seen it in a guy becoming a starter at quarterback?
Just a guy who can lead and execute and do right by the coaches and fundamentally and have a good attitude is what I would say.
Can you tell, you see an offensive line competition probably makes guys better. Can you see the way, not from based on today, but based on what you've seen over the summer, that Sean and Jared have kind of made each other better in that way, right?
Yeah, well, anytime you have good competition, players are gonna probably give out a little more because they got to prove that they're better than the next guy or whatever the case may be. So I feel like it brings out the best in everybody.
Is there a situation where you guys have confidence in both of them? Because that's not always probably.
Do what now?
Is it a situation where you guys have confidence in both those guys?
Both of who?
Sean and Jared.
Oh yeah. We have competition, and we have confidence in both of those guys. They're both really good players, and I know that whichever one goes out there, the backup's right behind him, and he's going to be just as good or going to be able to provide if we need him.
Are you working at multiple positions right now, or just like cross-training at all?
I have not.
Just at center so far?
Could
you see a scenario where you end up somewhere else on the line? Just because they got Casey and they got so many guys that can play anywhere. Do you see your picture a scenario?
I mean, it's possible, but I just trust in the coach, and I know that we have a couple transfers, and I know that coach will get the best five out there, and we got a lot of moving parts right now, so it's going to take some time because we got a bunch of new guys that are out there competing.
Obviously, you've got some versatility and you've played several different positions. Is center where you're most comfortable, or?
I mean, it is obviously because I've played there the longest, but I'm willing to do whatever's best for the team. But I mean, I'm going to keep playing like I'm the starting center, and if something changes where I need to play somewhere else or something like that happens, then I'll definitely do what's best for the team.
Markwell and Mike were next to you at guard today. What have you seen from those guys trying to step up, trying to win a starting job on this line?
Well, I mean, they're out there fighting just like everybody else. They don't. Or Mike has some experience. Markwell doesn't, but I think that they have came a long way from even the first practice of spring to the end of spring, and they're going to keep competing because they both really want to play, and I think that they got a shot. They just got to keep fighting.
Would you like to have like the first group with a couple of weeks to go before the first game, kind of that settled, to have some time to kind of develop?
I would like that if it's for sure that that's who needs to be on the field. Mm-hmm. That way we can start gelling together and building camaraderie between the five. But we'll do whatever it takes.
I know it's early, but you guys have several freshmen up front this year with Calvin and those guys. What did you see from those guys today, just their attitude, their energy coming out of practice?
Well, we kind of did a split deal where they practiced later, so we didn't get to see much. That was kind of a day for them to see how we ran practice, but they were here all summer, and I thought they all did a really good job and worked really hard.
Anything stand out about any of those guys?
I mean, obviously Calvin's a really big guy, and I think there's a lot of guys that work really hard, and they came in with something to prove, so we'll see what happens.
Austin, how do you feel about elevated expectations? You guys came into fall camp last year after 6-6, and things were down from the outside. How do you feel about elevated expectations going into this fall camp?
I just feel like we have all the pieces to the puzzle right here in this room where we need them, and if we can continue to develop and execute and practice hard and make good habits, then I think we have a real shot. I know we're as talented as we've been since I've been here, and I believe that there's a different edge to this program this year because we don't like going 8-5, obviously. So we got to do something, and it's mine and other guys' senior year, so we're going to try to lead us to a better season.